In the mirror universe. In the mirror universe. Okay, so today I was called to try and make a video explaining, just briefly, why, from a psychic perspective or a multi-dimensional perspective, love is the ultimate truth of the universe. So, regardless of what religion or belief system you have, I want you to expand your awareness to conceptualize the idea that everything is not random and there is a design or intended purpose to everything, including life, including Earth, including your body, including everything. What does that mean? It means that everything was thought of by something that thinks, including conscious perspectives. So regardless of if you believe God, universe, whatever tickles your fancy, something thought of you. So to exist in the world and think that you're not connected to everything else, or you're not thought of by something else and impacted by something else, is a little bit outdated, a little bit narrow-minded, and a little bit stupid. Because if you open your eyes and look at everything that exists in the physical dimension, there is a design to it, and it is not random. It is thought of by a human and other dimensional perspectives that are also feeding their knowing and seeing through to human consciousness, so we can create things here with knowings and seeings that are happening from perspectives that are observing us. Because when you live here in the third dimension and you're alive, you can't see yourself in an objective perspective unless you're going out of body or someone who switches between perspectives, like me, regularly. So, why is love the ultimate truth of the universe? Here's my little spiel or quick explanation of what the universe is. Once upon a time, all that existed was this one big infinite potential. This one potential energy that was conscious and thinking. And then it conceptualized of the idea of other. And as soon as it did that, it started to create other. So, what it did, it started fracturing itself into different thoughts that are thinking, and thoughts that are thinking within different ecosystems within the universe, so that parts in one ecosystem can be thinking and co-creating with each other, while another ecosystem is designed around that ecosystem, so that that ecosystem is contained somewhere by something that is able to observe it and feed and create through this observational perspective. And then you could say it goes on from there, because we live in an infinite universe. So that is a very quick way of explaining things. But the point of me explaining it that way is to say that there is a point and a design to everything. If you can accept this or conceptualize that this might be true, you might be able to start to appreciate the design of everything. Because we're very lucky here, where we get to be a thought that thinks within an ecosystem of thoughts that think, while having experiences and materialistic things that cater to our needs and our thoughts, so that we can do things like go have a tea outside and think away from a different experience or thought, rather than just being a thought that thinks thoughts and is not experiencing the creation of anything. Drip by drip, bit by bit, drip by drip, bit by bit. Love is the ultimate truth because from a after-death perspective or a non-physical dimensional perspective, you basically get plugged back into the universe and you realize that you are energy and everything else is energy, and everything that exists is all part of this one original stream of consciousness or thought that was thinking, that fractured itself into different perspectives. That is us. So we are indivisible from this. What is love? Love is to take something as a part of you. That is why it is the ultimate truth. Because if you're a conscious, aware person, here you understand that everything is you on a higher dimensional level. Because you fractured yourself into different perspectives that are you and other people. It's all you. Why did we do this? So that we could create and experience things separately, as in have choice. So that I can choose my experience and expression in the universe while observing myself in the mirror universe, as in observing other people, circumstances, places, and things that are reflecting back at me other choices. So we're not alone. Get it? This is all by design. And if you want to ignore that idea and just think that you're not thought of and continue to come up against yourself, you're going to run into the realization eventually, even if it is through death because you're that bloody ignorant, that everything is you. So if you're coming up against yourself, if you're killing yourself, if you're bombing yourself, you're doing that to yourself and you're asleep and you're not realizing your choice or impact. And because there's the mirror design in this universe, your choice is always reflected back at you. So if you keep coming up against yourself, it's going to escalate and escalate and escalate until you're not here anymore. So, love is to take something as a part of you. So if I run into someone and they trigger me and affect me, I'm not going to let them hurt me and damage me and take advantage of me and use me, but I'm going to think about this idea that they are me. So maybe we're a match in the mirror universe because we are reflections of the same choice, even if that choice was made through an experience that we encountered, which is technically still a choice because you chose to come here and you chose to opt into the parents, the family, the life, whatever it is that you opted into. Nothing is not choice. Even if you're not actively making a choice, that is a choice and you're letting other people choose for you. So it's still all choice. Okay, so to wake up, love is the key or ultimate truth, because if you love, it means that you are taking other aspects of this fractal based universe as a part of you, and you're conceptualizing of that fully, which means that when people trigger us, we don't go, oh, it's just that person, it's all their fault, fuck them. Because that's what people do when they go drop a bomb on a country where children and mothers and innocent, intelligent, loving people who have better choices than that person with the bomb are now dead or affected or traumatized or in hell and agony because of what someone chose. So love and choose with this idea in mind, and use your heart to decipher your emotions instead of going, oh my god, my emotions are too overwhelming for me, I'm going to make that someone else's problem and take it out on them. But guess what? Mirror-based universe. It's going to be reflected back at you. I think that is as much as I can articulate right now, so I'm just going to leave it at that. In the mirror, I couldn't make it any fucking clearer. In the mirror universe. Check your reflection and clean up your shit. Check your reflection and rearrange your bits. In the mirror universe. In the mirror universe.